So the rest of the video that you're about to hear right now is what I pre-recorded before the game actually ended. I recorded this when we were down 14 with a couple minutes left before the comeback. I was just assuming we were going to lose, but talking about that fourth overtime thriller, what an amazing game. Mistake-filled game, both sides, both teams. Did either team deserve to really win that game? I don't think so, especially us. What a effort by Sam to try to bring us back in, but there were just too many mistakes, man. Sam did the best he could, man. He just tried to single-handedly bring us back. He was running, he was throwing. We didn't have a run game once again. I'm not surprised there. We couldn't stop Oklahoma once they got going again in the overtimes. Blocked field goal, missed field goals, all that. It was crazy. It was absolutely insane. But it just comes down to what I'm going to really preach in this next clip that you're about to listen to right now. But just the discipline and the consistency is not there for Texas at all. You saw it in the overtime. Oklahoma had a really great running game today, which I did not really expect at all. And then obviously Sam ended up with the interception at the end. Yeah, it's not looking too good, but I'm gonna let y'all listen to the next clip here. You know what, man? It's a lot of pain being a Texas fan, like I've said. Nothing new here. Nothing surprised me with this game. Just more disappointment, just more pain. It's just a moment of time where we just have to come face to face with ourselves and say that we're not that good as a team. Individually, we're top 5 when it comes to talent. Individually, when it comes to individual guys, 4 or 5 stars. You know, we're pretty much at Ohio State, Alabama, Clemson, Georgia levels of recruiting. Those teams win, we don't. And what's the big difference there is coaching. Coaching is a problem, not talent. Someone was trying to argue with me in the comments the other day and said that, let's just face it, Texas is not that talented. No, that's wrong. Texas is one of the top 5, top 10 most talented teams in the country year in and year out, no matter who the coach is. But do they play like a top 5, top 10 team? Do they even play like a top 25 team a lot of the times? The answer is no. What does that come down to? Coaching, discipline, execution, all of these things. That accountability, another thing. Development of these freshmen, these 5 stars coming in, these 4 stars coming in. There's a lot of these guys that don't even play, that don't even have an impact on the game because they're not developed. And that's the biggest problem at Texas. It's been that problem for the past 7 years or so. You know, even the last couple years of the Mac Brown era, he failed to develop some guys. I'm not saying Texas needs to be title contenders now. I'm not saying they need to be a top 5 team every single year right now, but we can't even be a top 25 team, barely a top 25 team. It's sad. Shout out to Oklahoma. They killed us. Lincoln Riley owns Tom Herman. And we just all got to look at Tom Herman at some point, man. I know every Texas fan on the planet is going to call for Tom Herman's head. And we just got to see how this season finishes out. Obviously, if we really just go down the drain, yeah, Tom Herman would probably have to go. But it just depends how the season goes. I'm not totally off the Tom Herman wagon yet. Urban Meyer, we gotta have him on the phone here pretty soon. It seems like. Urban Meyer, where you at, man? You might be the savior. You might be that guy. He's been showing signs that. Well, I'm not even gonna talk about that right now. But the point is, no consistency, no discipline, no accountability, no execution, and no development. Texas has none of that right now. This is Texas, guys. This isn't TCU, or this isn't a Texas Tech, or this isn't a middle-of-the-road type of team when it comes to recruiting. 4 or 5 stars every year. All the resources you can possibly have in one program. All you have to do is go out and produce. And if you can't do that, then there's almost no point in being here. Okay? There's almost no point in being the coach at Texas. Where was Josh Moore? Where was Jake Smith? Where was Caden Stearns? Where are these guys? Where's Brendan Schooler? Where are these guys that have been making impacts? Shout out to Bijan Robinson. He's had a nice game, I guess, but no discipline. Penalties on every single drive. Countless turnovers that we can't control. Allowing a blocked punt. Like I said, our guys not developing. Our guys not being consistent. Caden Stearns and these guys. These are our best players, man. Sam didn't have a good game. Sam's turning into an inconsistent guy as well. He's been probably the most consistent thing we've had in forever. And not even him, not even Sam is really executing, is really being consistent right now. Had another really bad game. I don't know, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about Texas, man. I'm so numb to the pain. I'm so numb to the pain for Texas football. So numb to the disappointment. I just don't know what to say. So I'm gonna leave that up to y'all, man. I'm gonna leave it up to y'all.